Welcome to Messages from the Universe with Lori Wondra. Lori is an internationally renowned psychic medium, author, and shamanic practitioner, sharing insights from angels, guides, wisdom keepers, and teachers of the universe that help you navigate life's mysteries and transformations.
Hello, I am Lori Wondra, and thank you for listening. What's up with the energies of September? Well, let's take a look at the energy and the impacts for all of us. I'm going to first overview the energy impacts of numerology, the full and the new moon, and the fall equinox, and then we'll take a look for each sign and see how this month's energy may impact each sign. For best information, I always suggest to listen to your sun and your rising sign. And for those that want a little bit more in depth, you could also follow your moon sign. September is the universal month of 9, and we're in a universal year of 9. So we'll look at what that means. We have a full moon in Pisces on September 7th, which also is an eclipse, and a new moon in Virgo on September 21st, which is also an eclipse, and then the fall equinox on September 22nd. Well, we are at the sacred crossroads of September. It really is a celestial portal that calls for us to complete. It's a time for soul renewal and spiritual integration. I know many of you are saying, wow, could it be any different or any more intense than it was in August with the Lion's Gateway? Well, as we continue to go through this universal year of 9, we continue to follow the year of the snake, of shedding skin, the year of endings, the year of clearing out. And as this golden light of September of 2025 filters through this ever-thinning veil of summer's end, we are invited into a month unlike any other. This is not just a shift in season, it's actually a soul gateway, a convergence of numerology, astrology, and cosmic rhythm orchestrated to bring us into alignment with our deepest truth. So the universal month of 9 in a universal year of 9 is really a once-in-a-lifetime vibrational frequency event that activates endings, big endings, closures, karmic releases, profound spiritual evolution on a global and individual level. As the fall equinox arrives on September 22nd, we are then asked to surrender to divine timing and embrace both the beauty of harvest and the mystery of letting go. That is the big gateway. Who is going to step through that portal on 9/22? Are you ready for it? The universe has been asking us that question all year long. We get chance after chance to shed the things that don't make sense for us and to step through freely. The full moon in Pisces on September 7th will stretch open the intuitive heart of humanity, while the new moon in Virgo on September 21st roots us back into sacred service, embodiment, and purity of intention. So let's explore how this powerful energetic convergence will unfold and how it will transform. First, let's look at the numerology value of September, this 9/9 gateway. So numerology, September 2025 is a 9 universal month in a 9 universal year. So 2 plus 2 plus 5 is 9, and September is the 9th month. And this 9/9 energy is super powerful. It's a rare alignment. It's a divine double activation of the number of completion, compassion, spiritual wisdom, and transcendence. So more themes are, this is a time for karmic closure, soul contract fulfillments. I tell you, I am seeing more endings. Every day my clients are coming and asking, why is this happening or why is this not happening? This is the time that we are ending and entering into a time the universe is pushing us to complete our contracts, to end those things that don't make sense, and even walk away. Let's say we completed contracts last year, but we haven't walked away yet. This is a time that the universe is pushing us to make those steps forward. This is also a month of global humanitarian awakening We can watch what's happening around the world and how the world is stepping in, or maybe not stepping in sometimes where they should. This is also a month of letting go of the old to prepare for spiritual rebirth. Shedding and letting go, creating that space, ready and preparing ourselves for something new. This is also a month of integration of timelines, of learning, ancestral and generational healing, mystical expansion and higher consciousness. We continue to get huge downloads. How many of you are waking up in the middle of the night or not able to fall asleep? The energy is intense, and it will continue to push us and to shift us in ways we can't comprehend quite yet. This is a time of universal reckoning. Individually and collectively, we are closing soul chapters that may have spanned lifetimes. Maybe people showing up in your life that you haven't seen for years, and it doesn't maybe turn into anything, but there's a closure there. If something departs in your life in September of 2025, trust that it is karmically complete. The universe does not take without replacing, but the return may come in unexpected and divinely orchestrated ways. Now, let's jump in and talk about the full moon in Pisces on September 7th. This is also a lunar eclipse. This is the mystic waters of release. This full moon at 15 degrees Pisces arrives like a wave of compassion, dissolving the boundaries between worlds. If you've been noticing too that the boundaries are needing to be reestablished, this is typically what happens during eclipse season, but Pisces is the zodiac's final sign, the cosmic dreamer, the empath, the mystic, and under its lunation, the subconscious surges. This is a time for the moon to illuminate those things we've been carrying for maybe the last 10 years or within the last 10 years, and it's time to bring them to the surface and release them. Now, the moon also conjuncts Saturn in Pisces, and that's retrograde, bringing an emotional reckoning and karmic accountability for our spiritual and emotional patterns. So this also means it's time to release illusions, grief, addictions, and some spiritual bypassing. This is all about truth this month. The waters of Pisces baptizes us, but they also wash away what no longer serves us. Some spiritual opportunities for you are deep inner forgiveness work, connection to ancestors and guides through dream work. Don't brush things off. If you have a really tough situation, please take some time to peel back the layers and observe what's happening around you and certainly within you. This is a time for emotional purging and purification, letting go of stuff, not carrying it forward. And when I say letting go, it simply means letting go and not swirling in it for the next 10 years. Letting go of self-sabotaging fantasies. Get real with what's happening in your life. This is a time of awakening. And this is a time to tap into some of those latent psychic abilities or those tools of clairvoyancy that maybe have been hidden. Those knowings that you've been covering up or maybe too busy to pay attention to. The universe is going to give you the opportunity this month to bring those things to the surface. Because Pisces is a water sign, a really good ceremony for you to embark at this time is a water ceremony with moon-charged water. Speak aloud all that you are ready to release and then pour the water into the earth with gratitude. It's not a fire time. It's more of a water time. Jumping ahead to the new moon in Virgo, September 21st. This is about sacred grounding of our visions. Now, the new moon is at 28 degrees Virgo. That brings us back from the watery realm of Pisces and roots us into the fertile soil of devotion. It's about healing and service. Virgo is a cosmic alchemist, the priestess who sanctifies the physical and weaves divine order from chaos. It's the organizer. So following the Pisces full moon, this lunation calls us to embody the wisdom that we received, to put our mystical insights into practical application, to get organized. As this moon closely opposes Neptune, the dream is real, but only if we dare to ground it. The spiritual opportunities are creating new rituals, prayers, or ceremonies around wellness, purification, and intention, activating your soul mission in service to Mother Earth and humanity, organizing your sacred space or your body, your temple, seed planting in alignment with divine will, and discernment between fantasy and soul-aligned action. Some suggestions that I have for some rituals or ceremony is set some intentions by writing out your sacred commitments to yourself and your higher calling. This would be a time to burn them, or, because this is very grounded in earth, bury them under a sacred tree or under a crystal grid. Let's jump ahead then to the September 22nd equinox, the fall equinox. The theme of this time is the balance point between worlds. The fall equinox occurs when the sun enters 0 degrees Libra. It's a gateway of sacred symmetry between light and shadow. In many spiritual traditions, this is the true energetic new year, a time when the veil between realms begins to thin and the earth's rhythms begin to descend inward. We have equal times of day and night, and this year the equinox is especially profound because arriving within 24 hours of the Virgo new moon, this double portal intensifies the call to realign with natural law, divine justice, and inner harmony. The scales of Libra are not just about balance. They are the spiritual judgment of what must stay and what must go. Now, the spiritual opportunities are a ceremony centered around harvest and gratitude. This is fall season. A lot of the farmers are harvesting, but this is about where might you do something to harvest those things that you've been working on all year and bring gratitude to the results. Equal honoring of your shadow and light. Everyone has shadow and everyone has light. And it's our responsibility to bring our shadow into the light to heal and understand it. Doesn't have to be talked about, doesn't have to be lived over and over again, but it's our responsibility to understand we have shadow and light, and we too can be in balance. Soul agreements, review those, realign where necessary. Don't be afraid to look at them, to pick at them, to rewrite them, to bring closure or completion to them. And partnership contracts, whether that's romantic, whether that's soul or business, those also are up for reevaluation. Do not be marred by fear. This is a time the universe wants you to look at them. This is about opening a new chapter of relational sovereignty. The ritual suggestion in the ceremony that I have for you would be to build an equinox altar with symbols of balance. Maybe light some dark and light candles, something that represents the sun and the moon, maybe something that represents harvest like wheat or completed plants and then seeds, and meditate on what parts of your life are in harmony and what is asking for recalibration. Now, I don't want to freak everybody out when I talk about rituals or ceremonies. Really, the intent is to live intentfully, to be intentful as to what this time is, what the energy is offering to you, and use that energy to your advantage. Let the universe help you instead of being in forcing against it or trying to move when it's not the appropriate time to move. This is the time for you to bring those things to the surface and to work on them. All right. Are you ready to look at each zodiac sign and what you will experience in September of 2025? Let's jump in and let's start with Aries. Well, this month asks fiery Aries to just slow down, reflect, and surrender. Challenge, yes, but it's a necessary one. The full moon pulls you inward towards the unconscious, while the Virgo new moon invites you to realign your health, service, and work with your spiritual path. The equinox urges relational rebalancing. Don't rush to fix it. Pause and listen. I know, Aries, You want to jump in, get it done, just fix it. But this would be a time for you to listen, to observe, and take your time. Your soul work is temper your flame, rest, offer, forgive yourself. And your mantra this month will be, I am willing to let go so I may rise anew. And Taurus. For Taurus, September brings potent shifts in community, friendship, and vision. You may say goodbye to long-held alliances or outdated goals. The Virgo new moon supports creative rebirth, especially around spiritual expression. The equinox asks, are your dreams in balance with your responsibilities? Your soul work this month is accept the divine timing of endings and realign with the soul tribe. Your mantra is, what is meant for me will remain. Gemini, your public image and soul purpose come into focus. Something maybe you've been questioning begins to be clear. The Pisces full moon may stir imposter syndrome or expose some illusions in your career path. The Virgo new moon grounds you into new roots, home, body, and belongings. The equinox opens doors to authentic self-expression and aligned leadership. There might be some new opportunities ahead for you, Gemini. The soul work is release the need to be understood and seek to express truth. Your mantra is, I lead with integrity and light. And Cancer, this is a deeply spiritual, expansive month for you. The Pisces full moon opens your higher mind and past life memory, while the Virgo new moon refines your voice and message. The equinox initiates a new season in your home and ancestral field. Your soul work is allow emotional truths to surface, speak from spirit, not your ego, and your mantra is, I trust the divine unfolding of my soul's path. And Leo, September illuminates power, intimacy, and sacred exchange. The full moon is in your house of shadow, and that reveals where emotional energy has been leaking. The Virgo new moon restores your worth and invites you to reconfigure your finances and your self-value. The equinox renews your mental clarity and brings soul contracts into visibility. So the question for you around that will be, are they complete? Are they done? Completed a long time ago, or are they renewing? Your soul work is stop trying to prove, just be radiant. And your mantra is, my value is inherent and eternal. And Virgo, with the new moon in your sign, Virgo, September is your personal soul renaissance. The Pisces full moon dissolves outdated partnerships of illusion about others. The equinox initiates a new season of self-worth and authentic expression. You are being asked to claim your healed identity. Your soul work is let go of needing to fix everything. Choose wholeness over perfection. And your mantra is, I honor who I've become. And Libra, your annual rebirth begins at the equinox. Before then, the Pisces full moon may bring up health issues, emotional fatigue, or even some spiritual burnout. The Virgo new moon asks you to retreat and recalibrate before stepping forward. And that equinox time period is your mirror. Look deep and align. Your soul work is embrace solitude as a path to soul clarity. And your mantra is, when I balance within, life reflects harmony. And Scorpio, well, Scorpio, this is a profound month of soul alchemy. The Pisces full moon illuminates your heart and wounds of creativity, while the Virgo new moon inspires new purpose through community and shared services. The equinox initiates inner transformation. Your subconscious is being rewired. Your soul work is release what you cling to, create without apology. And your mantra is, my power grows as I surrender. And Sagittarius, You are clearing karmic lineage around home, belongings, and ancestry. The full moon may surface emotions about the past, and the new moon propels you towards a new vision of your purpose. The equinox balances your truth with your relationships, so be open to new definitions of what success is. Your soul work is allow the past to inform but not define you, and your mantra is I journey home within. Capricorn, you are being asked to relearn how to speak your truth and trust your inner voice. The Pisces full moon brings intuitive downloads. The Virgo new moons sets a new spiritual path of learning or teaching. So the equinox rebalances your mission with where you put your self-care efforts. Your soul work is embrace your role as a wisdom keeper and guide, and your mantra is my worlds build the new world. And Aquarius, you are being asked to examine your relationship with resources, trust, and legacy. The Pisces full moon could bring financial truths to light. The Virgo new moon invites deep soul intimacy and emotional purification. The equinox shifts your spiritual philosophy and your beliefs in alignment with your actions. Your soul work is about letting go of control and receiving support. That includes not being afraid to ask for help. Your mantra is, I am a vessel for a divine abundance. And Pisces, your once in a year full moon is here, Pisces, and it's life altering. You are being seen, felt, and understood at a deep soul level. But this also means releasing the illusion you've hidden behind. This can leave you feeling a little vulnerable. The Virgo new moon awakens new relationship paradigms, and the equinox recalibrates your self-image with your soul mission. Your soul work is about stepping into visibility with divine confidence, and your mantra is, I am the embodiment of cosmic love. So a few notes on final reflection about what September is. It's not just another month. It is a spiritual corridor. It's a turning point etched into the stars and sealed in soul contracts. The 9/9 numerology portal, flanked by lunar gateways and crowned with the equinox, is a call to complete what was, so what may become what is next. Let the tears fall, let the chapters close, let the harvest be offered to the altar of your future self. You are not ending, you are evolving. Now, next week's podcast, I'm going to take a deeper dive into these eclipses that are happening and what that means for each and every one of you. I'll go through each of the astrology signs, so hopefully you will listen again next week as we take an even deeper dive into the energies of September. I'm Lori Wondra of Your Life Core, and thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to Messages from the Universe. For information about Lori Wondra's current events or to schedule a private session, visit her website, yourlifecore.com. You can also subscribe to her monthly newsletter. Lori also shares inspirational and informational messages on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Thanks again for listening.